Welcome to C.O.R.A. Championship Online Racing Association qualifying race Monday night. We're running at Atlanta Motor Speedway here tonight, 50 laps. But first I need to thank a few of our sponsors here. Small Town Computers, one of our sponsors, friends and neighbors there at Small Town. Thank you very much for your sponsorship. We appreciate that very much. And also by Michelangelo Painting and Drywall from Mesa, Arizona. And by Veritas Builders from Scottsdale, Arizona. So as we get ready here to go to the track, we're going to go over here and we're going to watch the guys doing a little practice in here. We're coming down to about 12, heading toward 12 minutes of practice left before qualifying. So we'll watch these guys run around here. Rush, what kind of a race are you expecting here tonight? Can you kind of fill our viewers in?
I mean, the race is going to be pretty tight and fast. It's a pretty decent track to get a good bunch of trucks packed together, and everything hopefully will turn out all right and we won't get too many cautions.
I'm seeing a lot of different classes out here where we've got some anywhere from rookies to B class, C class, and A. So we've got quite the mixture here of classes. And I think a lot of these guys have ran around each other a lot on a lot of these tracks. So I'm kind of with you on that. As long as the guys try to maintain a good, clean race, I think it's going to be a very, very good race. Right now I'm looking at about 19 guys have been out on the track practicing here, but we've still got a few of them that are connecting, disconnecting, double checking their setups, making sure they've got everything hooked up right. But yeah, I'm kind of with you on that, Rush. Patience, I think, is going to be the biggest key out here tonight.
Yeah, you get a good patience and you get good drivers. This is an awesome track to drive. Love it. It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I know. You and I've turned a lot of laps on this track and in the trucks, and it's an exciting track. It's got a lot of grip to it, and these guys out here with open setups. So we're gonna have to see what kind of setups these guys have dialed in.
Hopefully they dialed in some good ones.
Yeah. We've got Dave Smalley out here. He's one of the veteran drivers here at C.O.R.A, and I've seen him turn a good many laps here. So Dave Smalley, no rookie to this track by any means. Don King out here tonight. Don King, very, very strong contender at Atlanta. Travis Brown, there's another one. Travis Brown, a good contender here on Atlanta. The ones that we don't talk a lot about, and the guys that are really good at super speedways, we've got guys like Jay Anderson, Mark Jackson, Nathan Sedlick, a lot of really, really top contenders out here tonight. So Lee Ridge, just to name a few. These guys have turned a lot of laps on these tracks, and we're seeing right now some of these drivers that have turned. Don King's turned 46 laps already. So these guys out here really, really trying to concentrate on their laps and make sure that they, have got everything dialed in right where they want it, and make sure the truck feels good to them. And I think we're going to head into a really good race here tonight.
Oh yeah, you'll see how good and dialed in some of these setups are, especially coming off of turn 2. You see hopefully they'll stick and not spin out.
Yeah, turn 2 is probably the most treacherous turn out of this, wouldn't you say, Rush?
Oh yeah, definitely.
It, when you're coming out of that turn 2 and you're looking at that straight chute coming on, and you're looking at that straight chute coming right out of turn 2 down that backstretch. It takes a lot of patience and a lot of steadiness on that wheel to make sure that you can maintain that around there. So,
oh yeah, you know, the draft and everything plays a part on it. People behind you, on the side of you.
yeah, draft here's pretty
That
strong.
turn 2 can be treacherous.
Yeah, draft here's pretty strong. I'm really kind of shocked that being a 1.5-mile track, how good the draft is here.
Yep, yes sir, you definitely need it. You need a clean car, a clean truck.
So it looks like they're getting ready here for a pit party. So we're gonna see how good they can do here just in a pit party. Coming up on about 8 minutes left till qualifying time.
Woohoo! Getting kind of nervous here. I'm ready to go.
Yes, sir. So the cars are rolling out. Trucks. I always say cars. Y'all know
me
what
too.
I mean.
Yeah, has 4 wheels.
It looks like we've got some teammates out here, Rush. Sean Dorr, Joel Wood, and Everett Lane look-alike paint jobs. So I'm not sure how this is going to play out for these guys, whether teams is going to be important out here. We've also got like Don King and Michael D'Amico are teammates.
Yeah, they're teammates.
Michael puts that eye back in team.
All about me.
Yeah. So, but this being a qualifier race, Alan, what are you taking out of this race? The top 10?
Yeah, we're taking the top 10 then time, and then that finish in the race, and then the 2 highest finishers that have the fewest incidents. So we call them the Boy Scouts. So it'll be 12 out of this race.
Very good, very good.
Okay, here we go. Let's see what they got.
So we're seeing the 1 and the 99 hooking right up first thing here. And again, like I said, they're teammates, so I believe they are. Their trucks are painted similar.
Yeah, they are. They're part of Old School Motorsports.
Hey, I only see one storm truck out here tonight. What's going on with them?
Oh, teammate 99 takes out the 1. Oh, that wasn't very good. So, like I said, a few of these guys very good at super speedways, but this is a whole different ball of wax when you're coming to a 1.5-mile track at Lake Atlanta. You can't really utilize a whole lot of the super speedway tactics, here that you can use there. So this is going to be a whole different set of rules here. The gameplay here is a whole lot different.
And it's just a tad bit short to be a super speedway.
Yep. I mean, boy, I'll tell you what, if this was one of them that could be, this would be one right here, because this is an awesome track to run on.
Hey, guys. You might not call it a super speedway, but we reach some of the speeds here that you do at Talladega and Daytona, so it's still a super speedway. It might not be labeled as one, but they reach speeds just as fast as they do on the super speedways.
I agree, Alan. It's like I said,
Oh, yeah.
This would be one that I would throw in the books for a super speedway, because it's an exciting track, great racing on this track. And yeah, the speeds are up there. So Alan,
And no, like you said, you're good. You made a good. It's a good speedway.
Alan, what are you expecting out of this race tonight? Like what type of racing are you expecting out of these guys? Are you expecting good racing, clean racing, any patience out there on the track tonight?
Are you kidding? Patience? Come on. No, I honestly, I hope I'm wrong, but I expect, this is the first time a lot of these guys have raced in this series on this track. In fact, this is our first series race here for C.O.R.A. Sunday Money Series, but a lot of these guys don't have a lot of experience on this track, and it's a slippery track to get a hold of. It really is. It's a tricky track, and I honestly think there's going to be a few extra cautions.
All right. Well, not to be disrespectful, sir, but I hope you're wrong.
Oh, I hope I'm wrong too. There's no doubt about it. I hope I am wrong, but I fear that there's a lot of drivers in here that really don't have quite the handle on the track they need to have yet. We haven't had a whole lot of practice on it, and later in the week, like maybe the Wednesday night or the Saturday night qualifier, it might clean up a little bit. If they don't make the race tonight and they have to race it again, I'm sure that they'll try and get a lot more practice. So we'll see what happens, but maybe we'll have a decent race. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited about this. This track here always kind of excites me because it's all about the driver here. Like you said, the track being a little bit on the slippery side, and since this new build now, it's kind of changed the settings of a lot of drivers, and they've had to tweak on their setups to get them a little bit better. And some of them have succeeded, and maybe some of them haven't. So this race is going to be a true test for that.
Oh, definitely. I think your front runners are normal. Your Michael Churchma, Dale Smalley, Dallas. Them guys will be okay, but because they'll be up front and hopefully out of the melee. But a few of the other guys that say Carl Jones and Ron McMahon and James Wilkins. Them are the guys that I think are gonna be a little bit sketchy on this track for right now. Till they get a little bit more practice on it.
And my money's on Michael D'Amico.
Well, I didn't want to say that.
He's going to watch this later and probably chew us all out for that comment.
I'm just plugging them.
Yeah. So we're coming up on about 45 seconds left to practice here till we get to qualifying. We're going to see who's the best of the best out here to lay down the fastest lap out here by yourself. Draft being, like I said, pretty important here, and these guys laying down some good practice laps. Michael Churchma there on the P1 position with a 30.073, but I'm sure there was some drafting involved in that.
I just got a poke from Carl Jones, LOL. I heard that.
Yeah, he's in the channel with us, but he's not going to be talking. He just wants to listen to the broadcast, so that's cool. He doesn't have the track, so therefore he cannot race in it. So all right, well, practice time is over, and we're heading to the qualifying now. See how good these guys can turn these laps around here. We can watch a few of them. We'll try to focus in on one of them and see what kind of a lap. Now we're on Dallas Markle. Let's see what kind of a lap time he can turn here.
I would be willing to bet he'll be on the pole.
Yeah, Dallas, he's pretty much a strong contender about anywhere he goes, isn't he, Alan?
Yeah, he won the Sunday Money race last night, our first season, our season opener last night. He won that one, so yeah, he's a contender.
That's great. And where was that at? What track?
That was Daytona in the Gen 6 car.
Oh, very good, very good.
Yeah, him and Dallas are a team, and they put on a clinic on the super speedways, man. Them two get hooked up, and they're almost unbeatable.
Yeah. Yeah, I've watched these guys race week after week, and you know, you can tell the guys that are, you know, they're really smooth drivers. You know, they're very smooth coming out in and out of the turns, and definitely, you know, Dallas is one of them. You know, he just very strong, and he does turn.
Put down a 30-110.
Nice.
Yeah, that's fast.
Mark Jackson,
and he's going to do one and done.
Yeah. Everett Lane coming in with a 30.244. So, and there,
look at Michael.
There's Judgment.
Right there with a 30.076, beating out Dallas Markle by what, about 0.03 of a second? Or,
just outside.
Yep, just a bit outside.
You know, to get back a little bit to Dallas and Dale there, it's going to be interesting here in a few weeks. We're having that Border Wars, October 13th. Border Wars, Canadians against Americans, and Dale and Dallas, you know, they work real well together, but what are they going to do when they're in opposite teams?
Could be interesting, huh?
It should be interesting.
We're seeing a pretty tight field here. So far from first to last is about pretty close to a second, about 0.9 of a second, but the top 10 all within about 0.2. So very tight field here starting out. And we've got quite a few non-qualifiers here, not being a requirement that you need to qualify. Am I correct?
No, you don't have to qualify. You can, you know, not qualify and hang out at the back and feel your truck out. And, you know, some people use that as a strategy. Let the wrecks happen ahead of them and try to avoid, and then, you know, find themselves in the front after the attrition sets in.
Yeah, that works sometimes.
So, Rush, what kind of a, you know, you've watched these guys race here a few weeks. Who would, if you had to pick a winner here, who would you pick?
88.
88? You think? Yeah, Michael Churchma. He's a pretty good racer. You know, one I'm kind of leaning toward. I'm kind of leaning toward Lee Ridge. Lee Ridge, he's a strong contender, and he knows how to keep the fenders square on that thing most of the time. Unless he gets caught up in a bunch of crap in the back, I think he's going to be one to be up there in the front, I think. Alan, who you rooting for here? Who do you think might pull this win out tonight?
I'm gonna root for a dark horse. I'm gonna root for Galen Gidman there. I think he can pull it off.
I've seen him racing. He's pretty good too. So a lot of good racers up here in the top 10. Man, I'm telling you what, we've got some awesome racers. I wouldn't count out any one of them. Got Michael D'Amico coming in there in the 14th spot with a 30.483. Ralph Shipman, he's a super speedway man all the way around. Yeah, he's still coming in with a 30.727. So all in that 30-second range. We're all tight in here with about a 7/10 of a second. So as the guys start getting ready here to get gridded up, we're going to give you a rundown of where everybody's at once they all get gridded.
And it looks like John Larson is using that hang out and see what happens in front of him strategy. He failed to qualify, or he didn't qualify, so I think he's one of them that takes the conservative approach.
We've got 6 non-qualifiers here, 23 trucks in the field. So again, we'll give you a rundown here. The number 88 of Michael Churchman on the pole. In starting on the outside of him in the number 48, Dallas Markle. In third spot, the number 69, Dale Smalley. In the fourth spot, the 04 of Galen Gidman. In fifth spot, the number 1 of Everett Lane. In sixth spot, the number 2 of Mark Jackson. In the seventh spot, the number 35 of Nathan Sedlick. In eighth, the number 72 of Ron McMahon. In ninth, the number 16 of Lee Ridge. In 10th, the number 23 of Don King. In 12th, Rex Buchanan in the number 43. In 12th, the number 99 of Sean Doerr. In 13th, the 02 of James Wilkins. In 14th, the number 62 of Michael D'Amico. In 15th spot, the number 33 of Travis Brown. In 16th, the number 22 of Ralph Shipman. In 17th, the 01 of Jonathan Smith. In 18th, the number 37 of Colin Foreman. In 19th spot, the number 79 of Joel Wood. In 20th, the number 44 of Kevin McCarthy. In 21st, I'm not sure, some of these haven't even gridded. These back few here.
No.
John Larson taking up the tail end of the field in the number 98 in the 23rd spot. So
I think the last few there, Colin, Kevin, Gordon, and James Brown, them four are officiators tonight.
Very good, very good. All right. So we're probably talking about 20 or 21 trucks on the track for this qualifier event, and taking actually the top 10 finishers, and 2 that have the least amount of incidents. Is that how I'm supposed to say that?
That is correct.
Okay.
We call them the Boy Scouts.
The Boy Scouts. All right. Good deal.
Last Boy Scout.
So Michael Churchma bringing them around. Lights are off on the pace car, and we will be going green flag racing here in just a moment.
Just enough cars to make it interesting.
Yes, sir. And the pace car ducks off. Green flag, green flag. So Michael jumping out to just a little bit of a lead over their second place. He's jumping out to quite a bit of a lead. We've got to get these guys here, got to get reeled back in. Second spot there going to Dave Smalley. He had a run on Dallas Markle there, but Dallas Markle taking it on the low side. If he can hold that low line, he may have it for that second spot, but Dale Smalley staying on the high side, not the place to be on this track.
Got a wreck.
Caution out, or caution's out?
Yep,
okay.
Caution is out.
All right, let's go back and we'll see if we can figure out what happened here.
It was out in the back of the field. I want to say 3, 4, 5 cars from the end.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that was Ralph. He bounced off the wall and bounced back down into traffic.
Just kind of looking at it from the... I seen the two get tangled up into that or something here. So far, I'm not finding it, but
Well, I'm on Ralph's car there, and Ralph comes off of into the tri-oval just before the start-finish line, and bounces off the wall and bounces down into traffic.
there we go. Okay, we'll go
Collects a
through the
couple of neighbors.
far chase view here, and watch Ralph as he comes out of turn 4, coming down the front stretch, just bouncing off of that outside wall and coming down and collecting the 02 and the 33. 33 getting a piece of that, and the 04 slams into the side of Ralph Shipman there. So about 4 trucks totaled up in this thing, getting a lot of damage. So hopefully they can get in, get these things fixed up, get back out on the track. But poor Ralph, man, I don't know what happened there, whether something happened to his steering. He just went straight out into the outside wall.
Yeah, maybe he blew a tire.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. Looks like he may have stopped, but I don't think he got very much of the damage fixed on that.
No quick repairs?
Yeah, there's 2 resets. I don't know why. It might be that damage glitch.
That could be, yeah.
The infamous glitch.
He come into pit road here, man. He was hurting bad. He's dog tracking down pit road really bad, and it does fix it, but yeah, I think he's got that glitch, or I have it. It's probably I have that glitch, but he does get the damage apparently fixed, and all 4 tires changed, and he is away. So we're going to get caught back up to the field now. I didn't see any of the leaders pit. Oh, wait a minute. Yes, they did.
No,
I guess not. You're right.
no, only one person pitted.
Okay. So Michael Churchman's still bringing them around here. And followed by Dallas Markle now in second. Dale Smalley falling back to third. Everett Lane in fourth. And there's your pick, Alan. Galen Gidman in the 5th spot. So top 5's just still running out there nose to tail.
Yep. I'm looking at the O2 cars. Looks like it got some pretty heavy damage. Guess he's holding off on his repair.
Yeah, he does have quite a bit of damage there. And so does the 33. 33's got a lot of nose damage. It's right ahead of him. And I'm looking back here at the number 22's got a lot of damage also. And these were all the ones that, and he's coming down pit road now, trying to maybe see if he can't get some of that fixed up. Got Michael D'Amico running in the 13th spot. Don King in the 12th. Or, the 11th. Sean Dorr in 10th. Lee Ridge in the 9th spot. Ron McMahon in 8th. And Nathan Sedlick in 7th. As the trucks are starting to double back up now, let's get back up to the front here. Michael Churchman leading them back around. Lights are off on the pace car. Now I'm calling the car a truck.
Pace truck, pace car, whatever.
Yeah, it's a pace vehicle. So we'll see if Dallas Markle's got anything for Michael on this restart this time. But don't forget Dale Smalley running right there in the 3rd spot. Man, I'm telling you, he's going to be right on the bumper of Michael Churchman on this restart. So going into turn 1, it's going to be a rough one. We'll have to see who comes out.
Restarts are critical on this.
Pace car's off. Green flag. That was kind of a late green flag there, but Michael getting his little bit of a run here. Coming out of turn 2, Dallas Markle right on his bumper. followed by Dale Smalley. Dale Smalley running into third position right there. And these top here are very, very strong at this track from what I've seen so far. We got a lot of bumping and banging going on back here too. The number one.
Oh yeah.
The number one there.
Another one bounced off the wall. 43.
So
Got 98.
A lot of these trucks beating and banging on each other. Not too familiar with running at this track, so we've got another caution number 2 out on lap 8. Yeah, we'll go back here a little bit and we'll see if we can see where that accident was.
Almost identical to Ralph's accident.
Yep. Bounced off the wall and collected a couple of friends.
We've got the 43. Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess that strategy for John Larson didn't work real well because he come back and nailed him as on his way by.
So we'll go to the far chase view here. And let me know if some of the guys come down on pit road there, Rush, and we'll kind of rebound back. The 0-2 catching the grass, a 43 going out into the outside wall, coming right down and taking the 0-2 right out. 0-2 sliding up the grass and into the inside pit wall. And gathers
everybody see second, third, fourth.
Wow, we got a lot.
And a couple people.
A lot of trucks gathered up into that wreck.
Looked like the leaders came down pit row. Try to get some fresh tires and some fuel.
Dale Smalley come on pit road. So seeing some of the guys taking some tires, but I believe our leader up here, the top 2 have not pitted yet. I probably wouldn't pit either. You know, you don't really have a lot of
wear and tear on your tires.
Yeah, a lot of green flag laps yet. You know, they probably ain't even wore the stickers off them tires yet.
I don't think the resets are working, brother. I see 98 went into the pit. He came out and this car is just as junky as it went in. Don't think the hammers are swinging down there.
Yep, nobody beating and banging on the fenders to straighten them out.
I think they're on strike or something.
Yeah, that 98 almost had him cleared, and he just caught, as he was spinning around, he went by him on the high side and scuffed his tailgate across the whole left side of his car.
Yeah, he almost made it.
Looks like that wait-and-see approach wasn't the place to be there in the back of the pack to stay out of the melee for John Larson.
Looks like 22 gets to wave around.
I feel bad for John.
He's no relation to yours, is he, Alan?
No, he's no relation. We kid each other all the time. We call each other our brother from another mother, but no, there's no relation there.
I wasn't sure about that, you know, but yeah, he seems like a pretty good guy. I've talked to him a couple different times, but it's been a while ago, but
I swear he's got the worst luck of anybody here. It seems like every race he gets. I mean, he's a really good driver, but he just gets caught up in everybody else's mess every single time, and he gets so frustrated.
Well, that sounds just exactly like me.
I know the feeling.
I try to hang in the back and stay out of the melee, and I get still getting taken out by somebody else's mess. But that happens. That's racing. You try to avoid it, and sometimes there's just no avoiding it, you know.
Yeah, well, we got a few minutes here, and we're under caution. I'd like to let people know that we have increased our pay scale for this season as well. Last year it was $30 to win. This year it's $50 to win. Last year we only paid out the top 5 positions. This season we're paying out the top 10 positions. So it's quite a bit of money being thrown around out there for these guys, and it's a lot of fun.
Very good, very good. Sounds exciting, you know, for anybody that wants to get in here and run some good clean races and stuff and make a little money. Hey, sounds like a lot of fun.
That's right.
So the lights are
Where
off.
else can you get paid to get have fun?
Yeah, that's right. And the pace car ducks off. And green flag, green flag. So Michael jumping out to his usual little bit of a lead there over Dallas Markle. Looked like he got maybe just a little bit better jump this time. You see a lot of good racing going on back in the field here. The number 2 and the 35 going at it. And we see the teammates there of Don King and Michael D'Amico coming up through the field there. Don running in the 8th and Michael running in the 9th position. But he's getting passed on the inside by the number 99 of Sean Dorr. And he does complete that pass. And we got another one. Dale Smalley going past Michael too. And we've even got that wreck glitch, whatever that, the damage glitch going on there. Travis Brown looking on the inside of Michael D'Amico also, and that is 4th position.
Wow. I think I saw my grandmother in a wheelchair going past D'Amico.
We've got a little bit of action going on up in the front here. Dallas Markle has caught up to Michael Churchman, and he might have a little something for him here, but he's being challenged on the inside there. The 04 kind of, boy, if he can get his nose in underneath Dallas, he could get by him. Dallas maintaining out there in that 2nd position just by hanging on to Michael Churchman's draft. Oh, and Dallas gets a little bit loose out of that turn. Goes high. Or low, excuse me. You know, the other high. But
That's the Canadian high.
Yep. Dallas is making it, though. And here comes the number 2 of Mark Jackson coming up on the inside of the 04. And that would be for the 3rd position. Those two battling it out right now. Coming down the backstretch, we're going to see who can beat who down coming down this backstretch. And it looks like the 04 is going to maintain that position there. And that's Galen Gidman. Oh,
the dark horse.
He taps the back end of Dallas Markle and got Dallas just a little wiggly. Mark Jackson looking on the inside of Dallas Markle now, and that's for the 2nd position. So these guys racing real hard up here. On lap 18 out of 50, so these guys starting to feel the crunch a little bit. They know they can't wait forever to get up there. In the meantime, Michael Churchman is just checking out. But we've got a battle back here, man. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. These guys battling so hard.
We got like 3 little 4-car packs battling.
And the number 35 now looking on the inside of Dallas Markle. And that's 4th position. So Dallas slipping back a little. Not sure what's going on there. That's not characteristic of him to be slipping back like that. But Nathan Sedlick challenging him here now. And it looks like Nathan is going to complete that pass for that position. So Nathan Sedlick rolling into the third position now. Dallas Marker going back to fourth. And now the number one of Everett Lane looking on the inside of Dallas Markle. Wow. Alan, what's going on with Dallas Markle today?
I think his truck's losing the handle a little bit. I think he might be getting a little tight. It looks like he's pushing up in the corners.
Wow, man, I've never seen him go back like that. He's lost, 2 positions there just in a few laps.
And he's still losing positions.
That's that tire wear.
Maybe he just didn't have the right settings in there. Maybe, I don't know. It's just hard to say, and hopefully he can get that thing back up there.
That inside line, it'll kill your tires every time.
Yes, it will.
I guarantee there's another caution. He'll be one of the first on pit road for new feel goods.
Yes, sir. And Mark Jackson's starting to reel in Michael Churchma just by a little bit. Right now, he's running about 0.8 of a second behind Michael Churchma, so Michael definitely is hooked up here tonight. They crossed the line on lap 23, taking lap 23, so we're almost to the halfway mark now.
Nice, good little green flag run here.
Yes, sir. This is some great racing going on now. These guys have gotten settled in a little bit, separated, spread out a little bit across the field, and racing the track. And we say this week after week, hey, the first part of that race, just race the track. When it comes down to that, like 10 to go, now it's time to start racing each other.
Somebody's in the wall there.
We got somebody hard into the wall there. That was James Wilkins. Slammed the wall, and he tried to keep it out of everybody's way, but a couple of the guys did tap him in the side. And it looks like he can't get low enough to make it down pit road or something.
Yeah, a lot of these guys are sliding coming through the trioval.
And there it is. He was trying to get down onto pit road. Sorry about that, guys. Didn't mean to spook you. But that is going to bring out another caution. I am so
Yes, it will.
Doggone it. So we'll slow this down. He was trying to get down to pit road, and the 43 right on his bumper here coming around. Oh, man.
Yeah, I think he should have stayed out. We should have tried.
Yeah, 43 coming around. I don't know if he didn't see him or they didn't communicate. Maybe they didn't communicate that he was going to be pitting. I always like to let everybody know, 03 pitting or something. And oh man, that's too bad for both of those guys. That probably ruined both of their days. So Rex Buchanan there and the 02 of James Wilkins probably just ruined their day of racing.
Yeah, a lot of these guys are slip sliding away in the back here, so I know the tires are worn out.
So Michael Churchman's still out in the lead here. Not sure if we're going to see some pit stops. We're seeing, yeah, I believe so. Everybody going to be coming down on pit road now. It looks like the 23 and the 62 staying out. I guess they're not ready for tires, I guess. And we are just a little past halfway now.
Yeah, well, the talent level of the tank has got to be empty.
I don't think that was a very wise move. We'll see what happens there, but I know, people have strategy, but I just don't think staying out is a good idea here.
Yeah, not when 3/4 of the field come in and get 4 tires.
And it looks like pretty much everybody took 4 tires on that, and that's probably what I would have done. 4-tire change anytime I pit. I try to take 4 tires. I know track position's important, if you're down under 10 laps to go, then maybe you could think about doing a 2-lap or 2-tire change. But other than that, I would always do a 4-tire change.
Comes down to the battle of the pit crews, who's got the fastest pit.
But, you know, giving these guys a little bit of a break here, they may decide to come down pit road. They could be in communication with some of the other drivers. It looks like Don King is he's dipping down there like he's looking at pit road. And he may take it. No, he doesn't. So they're all these ones up front here going to stay out. The 23, the 62, the 16, and the, I believe that's a 99.
Ooh, yeah, it's going to be
98 of John Larson. But John Larson lapped down. Yeah, he's 1 lap down, so he would get the wave by if
yeah, he's got time. He could get the wave by and get his four tires on the way by.
He's got to stay low and let all these trucks go by him now. So Don King leading them around now, followed by Michael D'Amico.
Well, John Larson got the wave around.
There's a pair that'd be the full house.
He's got a lot of damage on that. I'm wondering if he's going to try to bring that down pit road and maybe change some tires, get a little damage fixed on that, or if he's just going to just roll around there and take the 1 lap. It looks like he's just going to take the lap back.
Yeah, that's a little too close to call because I don't know if he's going to be able to make it back in the pits.
Yeah, he just bounced around. He just bounced off the wall on his wave around lap.
Oh, yeah, there we go. He needs tires. I don't know if he's going to make it. It's going to be 2 to go. The pit's going to be closed, right?
Yeah. Lights are off on the pace car right now, so we're going green.
Shoot. He's not going to be able to make a pit stop. Somebody was late on the wave around for him. Screwed him over.
So, Michael D'Amico needs to get to that outside line, and there he goes, finally. A little slow tonight.
Just tonight?
Yeah, that's what, did I say that? Just kidding you there, Michael.
I think Michael and Donald they're just a couple of sitting ducks. I don't think they're going to be able to hold off for fresh tires and everybody behind them.
I think you're right. Michael Churchma right there, just ready to attack, you know, and the 23 and the 62 staying out like that, boy, that was a bad move, I think.
Yep. The freight trains are coming.
Yep. They feel confident out there with them older tires, but that was quite a long green flag run, so I think they've got a pretty significant amount of tire wear on their trucks. So we're going to see how they're going to do.
See how their setup is. Maybe they'll fool us.
So the pace car ducks off onto pit road. And green, green, green. Here we go, folks. Don heads into turn 1 here. He does have the point. And Michael D'Amico kind of ducking down right in behind him. But look at right there in 3rd spot, Michael Churchman. And he does take that high side, trying to get a run on that high side. And Michael's just pushing the daylights out of Don there for the lead. I don't think he was trying to get him loose or anything. I think he was just trying to make sure that he stayed out in that front. Don kind of weaves out to the high side a little bit. You better look out, guys. Here comes Michael Churchman on the high side. Now, Michael does have that high line. And that kind of being the preferred line here. Whoa,
they're wrecking again.
Wrecking the back again. Looks like the number 1 of Everett Lane. We're going to go to the far chase view and rewind this back a little bit more. We looked like we went, we had some somebody getting up into the wall there. The 16 getting up into the wall. The 48 coming right up the shooting up the middle, and comes down into the number 1 and back up into the 16. Them three just a banging on doors. 3 wide coming out of 2, so not a good place to go 3 wide.
Yeah, if I had to call that, I'd say it was the 48. Tried to push it up underneath the 16 there, stuck his nose in there 3 wide and got into the 16.
Yeah.
Patience. The whole patience.
Yeah, it's that's the whole thing. I mean, well, they know it's coming down to the closing laps, but you know, if it was 10 to go, I could see doing something like that. But gosh, we still got 20 laps to go, you know, and so a lot of race left. So Everett coming down, boy, I'm telling you what, he has tore up something fierce. He's dog tracking big time coming down pit road. And it looks like his day has been ended, so he is taking that truck behind pit wall.
It'll be interesting to see who they pin that on, because I just looked at it from the Chase View on Dallas's. It looks like maybe Everett got into Dallas and pushed him up into the 16.
So Michael Churchma does make it by Michael D'Amico and moves into that second spot for this restart. So all in all, so far we really haven't seen a 4-tire dominance over the 2-tire, or no tires, excuse me, no tires. The 23 and the 62 staying out there on them old tires. They were hanging pretty tough for quite a little bit.
Yeah. Shocked me.
Yeah, me too. Galen Gidman there running in the 4th spot. Mark Jackson in the 5th. And Nathan Sedlick running in the 6th spot now. And the 16 of Lee Ridge, the one that he kind of got into the wall and was one of the ones that got tangled up into that mess, now running in the 7th spot. Travis Brown in 8th. Sean Doerr in 9th. John Larson in the 10th spot. And Dallas Marco back into the... I'm showing him in the 13th spot, and he's got a lot of rear end damage on that truck. Wow. The back end of that thing is crunched in pretty heavy. Front end looks good though.
That's all that matters.
Yep. But I think he's probably having a little bit of steering issue. Let's go on board with him and let's see if he's maybe having to turn that wheel. Now, wheels seems to be pretty good. So as long as it drives straight, he's good to go.
Yeah, that's going to be really hard to call. It'll be interesting to see who gets the OL in that one.
Don King, excuse me, continuing to lead him around here, and this time by will be lap 35, so 15 laps to go. We should be getting the 1 to go this time by. And the lights do go off on the pace car, so this next time by we'll be going back to green flag racing. Don King leading them around. Michael Churchma there right in second place, ready to attack on the outside, coming out of turn 2 when they come by. So the teammates there, Michael D'Amico, going to try to team up with his partner there, Don King, and see what they can do on that low line. But right there on the back bumper of Michael D'Amico is Mark Jackson, and we know he's ready to attack at any moment. So these guys better not mess up. He'll be right up their bumper.
Hopefully, it's not all about me, and he can push his teammate.
We were joking with them about that before, Alan, and you know, even Michael D'Amico said, "I put the I back in team." He said,
It's all about me.
All right, so they come out of turn 4 here. The pace car is going to duck off onto pit road. Green flag. I like the white mark on that track. You know, a lot of these tracks don't have that to tell where you get the green. Michael Churchman looking on the outside of Don King, but Don King got one heck of a good restart on that. Jumped out ahead of the rest of the trucks here in the field. But I'm afraid he might be sitting like a sitting duck out there in the front with them old tires. Michael Churchman taking a peek on that outside, but that's not a good place to run on the outside there. But boy, he seems to be making it work. They come around for another lap, coming into turn 1. Michael Churchman stays high, trying to stay low enough to get a little bit of side draft off of Don King there, but Don King maintaining that top position. The number 2 of Mark Jackson coming under the inside of Michael D'Amico there, and that is for the 3rd position. Michael D'Amico slacking back to 3rd there, or 4th, I mean. And inside of him now is the 04.
Boy, look at old Don hold that line.
Yeah, boy, he can really hold it there on them old tires. But Galen Gidman coming right up on the back bumper of Mark Jackson. So these
Yeah, they're packed up there in the front right now.
These top 6 running nose to tail.
Holy cow!
There's some good racing going on here, guys. I think I would just kind of just take it a little bit easier because you're taking the top 10, so hey, you're there sitting in the top 10. Don't wreck each other out and nobody gets in the top 10. The 04 looking on the inside here of Mark Jackson now, and that's 4th position.
I'm finding it really difficult to believe that Don's holding them off with them old tires.
No, that's pretty amazing.
That's that setup.
You know, but all in all, though, you know, I think Michael Churchman might be just cutting him just a little bit of a slack here. He could be setting him up. They are coming to 10 to go this time by. Oh, and the 04 getting underneath Michael Churchman now. And a little change of venue here. Michael Churchman kind of kicking back to the 3rd spot now.
Told you. Here comes Galen Gidman for the lead.
Yes, sir. Looking on the inside of Don. Don messed up, went high there. And
He should have never did that.
Nope, they're going to freight train by him like crazy now. The high line is not the place to be. Unless you're coming out of turn 2, that's usually a good place, but they're going to start freight training by him big time.
Hanging up there.
He is on them old tires, too. Michael D'Amico hanging on right there in the 5th spot, followed by Mark Jackson falling back to the 6th spot now. Wow, that after he was up there challenging for the lead. Don King's still hanging tough on that outside line. I can't believe he's doing that good out there all by himself. Ooh, he taps the 88 there a little bit. And he's into the outside wall. And still maintains it. Wow, that was nail biting right there. And he's going to lose a couple positions on that one.
I told you that 04 was going to be one to watch.
Yes, sir. He's out there picking them up and putting them down now in the lead. Galen Gidman, followed by Michael Churchma. And Nathan Sedlick, one I was saying there at the beginning of the race, Nathan Sedlick, pretty much about anywhere he goes, he's a pretty good racer. So, you know, any one of them could be the winner. Actually, any one of these front six here could be the winner. Michael D'Amico.
But the opera ain't over till the fat lady sings.
That's
so.
right.
I hear her warming up, though.
Michael D'Amico pushing the 35 down the backstretch here. Michael in that fourth position, pushing Nathan Sedlick, saying, come on, let's go. It's time to go. We're coming down. This is 5 to go this time by. Five laps to go, guys. And Galen pulling out to a little bit of a lead over Michael Churchman. Boy, if Michael D'Amico could get a run on the 35 there of Nathan Sedlick, he might be able to take that third position away from him. But Nathan blocking, he's protecting that low line like crazy. He's making that truck about 30 feet wide. I didn't mean to say blocking, but I meant he's protecting the low line really good. But I guess in a sense that's blocking, because perfectly legal.
I was just going to say the same thing. I'm just saying he's blocking.
It's close enough. I'd have been blocking him too.
I would be. When you're coming down to, they've got 3 laps to go now, ladies and gentlemen, and any one of these guys could win it. But I'll tell you what, Galen definitely out there. Probably got about a 2 or 3 tenths lead here on the 4 tenths, almost a half a second lead on Michael Churchma. Michael leading the next 7 trucks behind him are just nose to tail. These guys have just reeled in these front guys, and man, I'm telling you what, they got a 7-car pack going on there. .35 trying to get a run on the 88, but he just can't quite do it. Michael Churchman comes back down the hill to go into the turn and does put a little bit of a block on him. Guys behind him happen to check up a little bit. And 62 looking on the inside of the 35, but wow, just can't get that nose stuck underneath him. But some good clean racing going on by these guys. But all this stuff, Galen Gidman's just looking in his rearview mirror, just smiling. He knows. So this is it right here for all the marbles. As Galen comes to the finish line, and he is the winner. Galen Gidman finishing the race here in the top spot. So we'll go back here a little bit, and we're going to watch him come across the start-finish line in slow motion. Watch him take this checkered flag. And we're going to go down track, try to get a word in with him.
I'd advise everybody who's in the race there tonight, and as always, save your replays.
All right, I'm going to run
24
down
hours.
and get them guys.
That's all we require, save your replays for 24 hours so that we can go on it.
What was that, Alan?
I'm going to run down and grab them guys for you.
Oh, you're going to bring them up here to the booth?
Yep.
Oh, very cool. All right, that'll work for me. Thank you.
Who are the top 3? Galen?
Galen and Michael Churchma and Nathan Sedlick.
User left your channel.
So all in all, Rush, what did you think of this race? It turned out to be a pretty good race at the end, didn't it?
Oh yeah. After we got through with all the garbage, then it turned out to be a real good race. I was really impressed with 23, Don King.
Yeah, definitely.
He ran one heck of a race, and he just didn't have enough. Just.
Galen Gidman. This is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy?
User was moved
Yeah,
to
bud,
your
how you
channel.
doing?
Hey, congratulations out there, man. You were hooked up coming to the checkered flag. You were probably looking in your rearview mirror just smiling back there, seeing all them guys racing around each other and knowing that you had that much of a lead over them. Congratulations on winning the race here tonight, buddy.
Yeah, thanks, man. This is my second C.O.R.A qualifier win. It was really cool to get out here and do this. Worked with Nathan all during practice, and we got a setup that's really good on the long run, and so it's nice to see him get a top 3, and definitely nice to get this win.
Well, very good. Tell us a little bit about your race there, Galen. I mean, I know you were back in the field a little ways. Was you kind of taking it easy and feeling it out to see and try to avoid all them wrecks and everything to get back up to the front?
Yeah, just running with the car had in it. I was right before we had that caution at lap 25. I could actually start to feel it really coming on, and a little disappointed when we had the caution, but it, got the tires and fuel we needed, and right there at the end, it just, I don't know, it seemed to have much better long run speed than anyone else did. So it was, yeah, just kind of took it as it came, and then when the opportunity presented itself, I was happy to take it.
Well, we've seen 2 or 3 of the cars there that had stayed out on that last caution and stayed out on old tires. Now, they seemed to maintain for quite a little while there, Don King and Michael D'Amico, and there was another one, the number 16. That probably wasn't a wise choice on their part, but you know what? For track position, maybe it kind of did work out in their favor a little bit. Got them from the up, maybe in the back of the field back up to the front, but they held them off for quite a while. So I got to give them a thumbs up to that decision on their part, to make that. But good racing out there tonight. Finished out really well. Very proud of all you guys, and again, congratulations coming home first place. And you got anybody you'd like to give a wave out to or say thank you to?
Well, I'd like to thank Nathan. We've been working together since Dega of last season, final race. We've been doing some good things together, and I would also like to thank all the C.O.R.A guys, Alan and James and Gordon and Kevin and Colin and Terry. They've all been doing a great job here and just enjoying this.
All right. Very good. Very good. And thank you very much, Galen, and congratulations again. Michael Churchma, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy?
How you doing, Rudy?
Oh, my gosh. I see you out there leading the first part of that race, buddy, and I thought, man, he's going to bring it home for the win tonight. You just quite didn't have enough to get to Galen, but good race all in all. Held off all them guys behind you. You had them all bunched up behind you. From you back to about 7th place, nobody could pass. It was just hang loose and finish where you're at, But congratulations coming home 2nd place, man.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
You got anybody you'd like to say hello to or give thanks to?
I just want to thank everybody at C.O.R.A for putting all these races on. They're a bunch of good racers here, and enjoy doing it every week. And C.O.R.A Motorsports got another 2nd place finish here, and see Mark, my teammate, finish 6th. So that's about it. So we'll see you on Sunday and see what happens from there.
All right. Well, congratulations on your 2nd place finish.
All right, thanks.
Yes, sir. Nathan Sadlake, this is Rudy Cummings in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir, Rudy. I hear you loud and clear.
Wow, what a finish, man. You tried to get by Michael there a couple different times. We were watching you, and watch the 23 hanging right on your bumper. I mean, everybody there from 2nd on back to 7th were nose to tail, and you guys ran each other clean and stayed right in there. Great racing, man. I'm telling you what, to see Don run out there as good as he ran on old tires, and Michael D'Amico on old tires, maybe that was what was needed out there, just to stay out there on the older tires to maintain that track position. But tell us a little bit about your race there, Nathan.
I was good. Ian was especially good there. It was tough. The only run I could get was in the back stretch. I could only go to the high side. I was pretty afraid of losing my spot and maybe getting to the back of that line somehow. A little worried there when the guys stayed out with the older tires. We thought we were going to run up on them rather quick. So it was nice to see that, and it's a good thing for Sunday for us to be able to see what the tires can do like that.
Yeah,
Buddy
very
was
good.
moved out of your channel.
Very good, very good. Okay, well, Nathan, great run. Congratulations coming home third spot. That does put you
Hey,
in
wake up.
the Sunday money race, or I guess you qualified in. But congratulations again, and great racing out there. You got anybody you'd like to say hello to or give thanks to?
Yeah, I'll give thanks to my partner over there, Galen. He really is taking care of me here and pulling me along with him, and we're doing real good, like he said. And thanks to all the guys at C.O.R.A. Kevin does a real good job and puts us all together and keeps us all together on the track and keeps everything smooth and clear, and I really enjoy myself. So thanks to them.
Yeah, okay, very cool, very cool. Well, I usually don't interview the fourth position, but I got to ask, Michael D'Amico, are you there?
Temport.
Staying out on old tires, can you walk us through what made you decide to stay out, you and your partner there, staying out on old tires? Was that a good decision?
Yeah, Rudy, that's a team strategy we had. Well, you know me, I'm an Atlanta fan. I don't mess around over here. So, yeah, it was, you know, with all the cautions and all that, it was a wise choice because the way we have our truck set up, we're good for about 40 laps. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we decided not to do it. It worked out. I gotta say, thumbs up to All Pro Racing, man. We did great out there tonight. And Ken Meyer over in Scottsdale, Arizona, Veritas Builders, couldn't do without you, buddy.
Okay, well, thank you guys very much, and that'll wrap it up for this week. The Sunday Money qualifying race here on Monday night at Atlanta Motor Speedway, 50 laps here. The race winner, Galen Gidman. Second place was Michael Churchma. Third place, Nathan Sedlick. Fourth place was Michael D'Amico. Fifth, Don King. Sixth, Mark Jackson. Seventh, Sean Doerr. Eighth, Dallas Markle. Ninth, Travis Brown. And rounding out the top 10 here, Lee Ridge. Those will all move into the Sunday Money race. So congratulations to all those racers. And we will see you next week. But I'd like to give a little thanks here to C.O.R.A. for putting on these races, the Championship Online Racing Association. Their sponsors, Small Town Computers, I believe they still are sponsoring, aren't they, Alan?
Yes, sir, that is correct.
Okay. And also by Michelangelo Painting and Veritas Builders. So congratulations to all the winners tonight, and we will see you next week.
Hey, Rudy, can I interject something here real quick, please?
Sure, go ahead.
Hey, I just want to let you know we've got a little bit more money coming out for Wednesday's qualifier. We're going to have another $5 for the halfway leader. So that's $5 that's going to be going to the halfway. It's going to be from All Pro Motorsports.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. Well, we will wrap this up, and we will see you next week then.
Thanks again to C.O.R.A., man, for putting all this on. We're all having a great time out here, guys.
Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. Thanks, Rudy.
You're very welcome.